Here at Sal's Lagunas Project Food Forest, Syntropic Food Forest install we put in last, it's been almost about a year when we started this last September. It's now September 20th. Got a line of pineapples here. This Lorita tree, it's a beautiful flowering tree. And then here's all the new lines that we put in, starting here on our first row, our main fruit tree lines with our support lines in between. I'm going to walk you through the system and outline what we got going on here. We're going to be here this week and next putting in like a second phase of infilling some, herbs and some medicinals and some more nitrogen fixing plants that are where there's some gaps in the system where a few things may have died or we just then things didn't fill in. But we have these beautiful, amazing cosmos flowers here. As you can see, butterfly attractor, pollinator attractor. They're also edible. You can eat these lovely flowers. They're delicious. And we got ice cream banana, pigeon peas. Workers just chopped this system a few days ago. And so this is what it looks like maintenance. And this happens usually like 4 times a year once you get this system established. This is just a year-old system, so we haven't started to cut the main nitrogen-fixing trees yet, but this is a moringa. You can see the moringa has been chopped back dramatically, but it's still shooting to the sky. And these moringas probably even chop back some more, and they'll resprout. So this is also a mineral accumulating plant and biomass plant that we use to chop and drop. So you can see here all the mulch is looking really thick and heavy with all the vetiver grass. There's a whole line of vetiver grass above every fruit tree row. And so this vetiver grass is used as mulch to feed the system. And so all of this is breaking down and creating soil down here. You can see that, the soil wasn't that great here, but we're creating soil by continuously applying biomass and having it break down. You can see the fungal stuff happening. You don't want, stuff right on the base of trees. This is a pigeon pea. It's a bush, but they chopped this back dramatically. This is one of our rock stars of our systems. Nitrogen fixing. You also can eat these gandals, pigeon peas. And so this is achicharu. This is a fruit tree with in the nursery protection of these shade giving plants. They just got chopped back and now it's getting a lot more light, but it's getting dapple shade from these even in their cut state, and they're going to spring back really quickly, and it provides a nursery in the hot sun for these young fruit trees to mature and to not be beaten on by the full sun. And so here you can see here's the mangosteen here. It's our other fruit tree. So we have fruit trees every 6 to 8 meters depending on the line and type of fruit tree, and then every 6 meters is a banana in this line, and in between we have flowers and moringas and other support species. In the middle here is this support line of our main tree species, nitrogen fixing tree. These are ice cream beans, guavas, so they're already starting to do the first pruning of these bigger ones. They're much bigger down here. This system is all brand new. All of these lines, there was nothing here but grass. And so this system is really blowing up down here. The soil's a lot better. And it's just really, it's seen tremendous. They've already chopped these, this is the third in a year. They've already chopped these 3 or 4 times, these Mexican sunflowers, dramatically. And so this is our main nitrogen fixing support tree. And then lines of Mexican sunflower. Look at this thing's a tree. And so you chop it back like this, and then they mulch the system with all of the vetiver grass, the Mexican sunflowers. And you can see down here, this system's now providing all of its own mulch. And this is living manure, green mulch, what we call it. And it's all from the plants. This is what you do in a syntropic permaculture system is you plant very heavily, densely, and your plants are what provides the mulch, which is protection for your fruit trees. Some of these we have cages on. We're going to go ahead and take these off because there was a deer problem here. But I think the deer aren't really messing with any of these trees. And so we're going to start taking these cages off now. I've already started to do that above. But you can see here the mulch is very thick. Looking really good, leaving these nice little rings around the tree so that you don't get too much humidity, and you don't want mulch right up on the trunk of the tree. You want to always leave a little ring like that. So had to ingrain it in these guys, but they're doing a good job with it now. This is a moringa, nature's multivitamin tree right here. 90 vitamins and minerals in these leaves. You can eat these fresh, you can dry it. Delicious. And so yeah, the ice cream beans are starting to get of size to where, you know, in a couple of months we're going to do our first major chop with some of these, and then those will be chopped 4 times a year as the main biomass mulch producing nitrogen fixing support tree. These are black sapotes, that last one and this one, looking good. Got topped a little bit. Lots of flowers, lots of cosmos. This is all going to seed, and then these just drop and will self-seed themselves and create a little nursery where you can pick up the cosmos. And so we can also collect these seeds and plant these. So we have a repository of seeds in the system for other projects to expand this project around. You can see these bananas are really starting to blow up and provide a lot of nice shade and biomass. You know, we're starting to trim the banana leaves, use them in the system, and then we'll start to pull some of the hijos too and just chop them up as sacrificial. So you can see this line here is all Mexican sunflower and these ice cream beans every 6 meters. So this is, yeah, what a syntropic system looks like here. That's a year old. Not even a year old, almost about 11 months. We started planting this at the end of September last year and finished it towards the end of October. So this next line here, everything's looking really nicely mulched. Incredible. All these pigeon peas are doing really well. These moringas are shooting to the sky. I'm gonna actually prune these back some more because they're getting out of control. We want to make them bush out more. But here we have a French peanut, which is an amazing nut tree. You can eat them raw. They taste like a peanut. Pigeon peas, moringa, banana, of course, and more. This is a Fiji longan, really healthy looking, beautiful tree. I'll probably top it next Meguante. We're a little getting out of Meguante now, so next Meguante we're gonna come in and start pruning some of these, especially, wow, this Fiji longan's getting really big. But you can see here these contour lines. You know, we terraced on contour, which means level with the hillside, on contour with the levelness of the hill. And so that's why it's snaky and not a straight line. And then, you know, we have this line of vetiver right above. So this vetiver, you can see they're chopping and dropping all the banana leaves and the vetiver, and then the Mexican sunflowers from the inner support rows that are chopped. These are chopped and fed up. That one down there is chopped and fed up to this line. And really amazing growth here. Look how healthy and beautiful this Fiji longan looks. We're gonna top it pretty soon because it shoots to the sky so quickly. It's a really fast growing tropical fruit tree. And see here, like, we have a little gaps in the system. We're gonna come in here and plant some flamingia and some pigeon pea and some more nitrogen fixing support species, some more herbs, some more like wani llamas and different herbals. Here is looks like a guanabana. It's a grafted guanabana, I believe. And we need to trim these, start to trim these fruit trees. But yeah, this is what the system looks like. This is a jackfruit, really shooting to the sky. We're gonna have to top these guys soon too. And then this other support line, they just chop back all this Mexican sunflower. And now you can see how much mulch is being provided here. It's really incredible. Amazing amount of mulch already. And that's just gonna increase as all these plants, you know, continue to grow. And we haven't even started to chop these main, all these trees right here. These are our main chop and drop ice cream bean. So they do also produce a fruit. So we'll let a few go and, you know, produce a few fruits for seed and for eating. But they're mainly as a sacrificial chop and drop, as we call it, support species to provide biomass and mulch and material for creating soil and feeding the system. This is our nutrition. This is our fertilizers, our plants. Of course, we do also do soil drenches with liquid micronutrients and stuff, but that's just in the beginning. And then maybe once a year you can do that, but it's not even necessary when you have the plants that you plant this and design it to where the plants feed the system, and they're the nutrition, they're the fertilizers, they're the you're just mimicking a natural system. So we have these beautiful marigolds here, and now these looks like they're going to seed as well. So we can start collecting some marigold seeds and spreading these around. This is an amazing pollinator attractor to cosmos, of course. And so then here is our last long main fruit tree line down here. And we've got a chumpa jack down there. We've got another chumpa jack, or chumpa dak, and then a chumpa jack here. Jackfruit relative, a cross between chumpa dak and jackfruit. And then we got a lot of cranberry hibiscus in this row, really blowing up. That can also be utilized as a chop and drop. And this is bele. This is a type of perennial green that you eat. It's best to cook these. You can steam these leaves. You can use them as wraps. Very nutritious, incredible green. It fell over here, but we can just cut that and plant the sticks in the ground, and they'll just take right off. So this line here, we're going to get rid of these trees. You can see this is a meringue. This is a jackfruit relative, one of my favorite fruits, really incredibly delicious. And we have these pigeon peas and cranberry hibiscus and moringa. And then, there's our support line that has been chopped, and all these vetiverse grass line that's been chopped and dropped. Look at all this thick mulch. It looks amazing. These guys are doing a great job. So I came here to meet with the workers and to go over some stuff with the owner, and initializing the second phase here, and infilling, and just basically filling in some gaps in the system and adding some different medicinals and herbs and stuff. So this line of bananas and platanos was actually already here. There was the existing, I guess you can call it, fruit orchard up top. There was just some citrus trees and stuff that we infilled and created a food forest up there. And then this is a whole new system. So this is an all new line. Of course, this support line's new with the Mexican sunflower, the vetiver's down here. And so this is castagna, and the leafcutter ant's been attacking that one. It's a moringa that's coming back. But this line's pretty sparse, so we're gonna come in here and infill some more. This baby needs some support love. It needs some definitely some more pigeon peas and some flamingias and some support species in here. And so we're going to infill this. This is this blue flower. This is a mulberry. It's a Mexican sunflower. It's a pigeon pea. These are all the pigeon peas. We need to get more of these in the line down there to protect and give some shade to that castagna. And here's a breadfruit. This is a really healthy, beautiful, strong breadfruit tree. Some moringa, ice cream banana, and then the last one down here is another breadfruit in this cage here. So it's looking really healthy too. It had gotten attacked by the leafcutters a bit, but it's coming back strong. This is golden berries right here. This is a really delicious husk berry, the golden berry. And then here, these bananas here were existing, but we planted all these vetiver lines, and had planted some gingers and things that didn't take down here, and some malongas that actually someone stole, and it's just crazy. Some neighbor came and stole all the malongas that were down here. We had a bunch of malongas on these lines, but these vetivers are ready to chop and utilize for mulch. But system's looking really amazing. Pura vida. Over here we planted a few pataxtes under the shade of this tree, and yeah, so this over here, we got these pataxtes that Need to give some love and attention. Probably gonna trim this tree a little bit to let in a little more light because they're really in a lot of shade. And they do like shade, but this is a cacao relative, Patuxte. This one's looking really big over here. And yeah, Pura Vida from Sal's in Lagunas.